Oops. Tiny itsy bitsy screwdriver that just releases these locks. I just put the screwdriver in there and keep going with my heat gun. And we have separation. You can see how milky these lenses are. So I'll take this whole thing apart and clean it. So there are some pieces inside of the lens cover itself that need to be taken out. There's some pieces on this side that needs to be taken out, and looks like there's even some web. So we'll get it all cleaned up. So I have taken the lens apart, and here's my new lens. One thing you want to make sure is that all of the holes are actually drilled properly. On one of the holes I had to re-drill it, so make sure. And if you can't see properly, just take a little screwdriver. Mine is too dirty. You get the idea. Come on, get the idea. Take a screwdriver and just poke inside of the hole. Make sure that there is actually a hole. It is important for holes to be there. All right, most of it is taken apart. As you take it apart, this piece usually breaks. So just, that's what I use the super glue for. Glue it back together. It's not critical. When you put it back in, it's gonna sit normal. But what happens is, as you pull it out, this piece, this cutout, is never gonna come out straight. And as it comes out under angle, it catches that piece and cracks it. But no big deal. So now let's take those two things apart. And this one, you just use a screwdriver and pry. This is the one that moves. So we pry it on both sides. This comes out, and then the lens. And this one here, we need to take this apart, out. And then there's 3 screws that hold this assembly in place. And then we clean it. All right, I'm gonna take this off, and you can see how milky this lens is. And if we run our finger through it, you can see what I'm talking about. There it is. So, and same thing here. They're both milky way. You can see my rubbing off. It's like the cataracts in the eyes. When they clean it up, I'm just using this lens wipe. One is enough to get all this cleaned up. Look at that. Beauty, beauty, beautiful. I don't know what that haze is all about. Definitely looks better without it. By the way, you need to take up this cover and this light in order to take this top that piece out. Okay, it is ready to be put back together. So first thing, make sure that holes are not filled with broken pieces. And second, we need to run the worm gun through this to get the tape settled in there. And then we're putting on the new tape. Alright, so the tape has been laid in, and just like taking it apart, make sure you put the tape in there. Just like taking it apart, it likes to be warm, so warm it up a little bit, put the lands, keep warming, keep pushing. Then as it went in deep enough, you start putting the screws in and tightening and warming and pushing. So just like taking apart, same exact process. Slowly melting the tape, pushing it in. Okay, each one is different. This one went in together not as easily as the other one. Maybe I put too much that butyl tape on it, but it's fine, it's working. So now just put the accessories back on and that's it. Hopefully this helps somebody. Thanks for watching.